Welcome to this Windows channel. This is the Tech News Update. We are Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016, and today in our news update, we have Windows 10 Insider Preview for mobile was released yesterday. 14371 is the number, and according to Donna Sarkar, it's supposed to be soon released to the PC. That means maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but let's check out. A new build is coming. From what we know, no new features or nothing that anyone has really seen. It seems to be mostly bug fixes. It is to expect if you consider that we're getting into the anniversary update very soon. So Windows 10 Mobile Insider Preview 14371 might make it to the PC. Could be another number also. Sometimes there's different numbers, but of course, stay tuned to our channel. When it is released, I will be talking about it, posting a small review. Samsung wants to be everywhere in your life. Yep, they are investing $1.2 billion in Internet of Things devices. I think Samsung really wants to boost Internet of Things devices. They are one of the major players in that field, and even their washers and dryers and refrigerators are now connected to the internet. So they are going to invest in making new products, and basically they want to be everywhere. Let's just hope that they actually make things more secure than they had previously, because there was a lot of flaws in the Internet of Things devices made by Samsung, but hopefully things will be better. Microsoft has been kind of, boosted by a Supreme Court comment. The Supreme Court gave Microsoft a little boost in its fight against the U.S. government and the Department of Justice. Basically, Microsoft is going against the U.S. government because it is tired of having requests from the U.S. government for information about its clients. And the thing is, Microsoft for a long time been saying, hey, you know what? I don't find that real cool that you just come to me and say, hey, we want to have information about these and these and these clients. Microsoft would rather have this done in a much more legal way with warrants and everything. Now the Department of Justice just goes to any company in the U.S. and says, hey, we want to have information about these people, and basically they just have to do it. There's like nothing they can do to stop that. So the Supreme Court now said, well, you know what, you're right in thinking that it's not a good way of doing things. So hopefully that could give us an interesting outcome. Microsoft isn't the only company in here that's trying to fight the U.S. government with that. Google and Facebook, Amazon are all trying to change the rules and say, look, we don't want that anymore. We don't want you to snoop in our things and say, hey, let's give us the client list. And, they're getting tired of that. And of course, one of the things they don't like about that also is the fact that, it's their customers. It's people that buy products and services from them that basically they're turning to the U.S., Department of Justice, which is for them not that cool. Instagram has announced that they have now over 500 million users. And Instagram, for those that don't know, is that service where you can take little videos or pictures that basically will disappear once you've seen them. So they're really, there for just a few moments. And of course, you can do screenshots or stuff like that to keep them. But in general, that's what people like. It's the fact that these images will actually disappear at some point. Interesting stats. Instagram, with its 500 million users, 80% are outside the United States. So 80% of users are outside the US. Interesting stats here. Prepare for ransomware. Yep. New ransomware. It seems almost every week I talk about ransomware and how new ransomware gets into the wild. Well, a new ransomware entirely in JavaScript has been detected. That means instead of having this file that executes, like, in the executable for computers, it actually executes itself or runs itself in JavaScript, which is a very popular web browsing feature. And also it activates macros, meaning that, for example, you could have viruses, malware, ransomware through macros in Word or Excel. So kind of creepy when you think about it. Now, be careful. That's the best thing that I can tell you. Make sure everything's updated all the time. And don't download or click anything. Don't ask me what's the best antivirus. The ransomware is your fault in general when you have it. So it's not an antivirus that's going to stop you if you don't click. If you click pretty much anything, be careful. That's the best advice. And finally, interesting stats here. A security firm was mentioning that the email spoofing is on the rise. Now, what's email spoofing? Email spoofing means that you can actually create a header and create an email that in pretty much everywhere looks like the real deal of a computer business. So for example, you could have a spoof of Amazon where at the top it would say sent from Amazon. So you have no idea. It doesn't say sent from that weird address or anything. It does say sent from Amazon. And you would think it's Amazon, and of course they imitate Amazon and try to steal your information. And one of the biggest problems for that is that there's a protection that companies can use to stop that, and it's called Sender Policy Framework. The Sender Policy Framework, if activated correctly, will prevent anyone from spoofing a business email that would look like it is from the actual business. In the security firm, they were actually checking out and saying that the 500 biggest online businesses, 276, more than half, do not have correctly activated or active sender policy framework. They just don't care. And they say that's a big problem because it means more and more hackers will try to lure you into what looks like your bank or a big company on the internet, and basically you will think it's them because the email will look in every way. Even the email, the sender in the email will look like it's the real deal. So that means emails from any company, never click a link, never reply. If you receive an email from a company you are making business with, whatever, internet service providers, Amazon, Netflix, whatever, your bank, don't click any links. And if they say there's something wrong, call them, email them from an email that you'll get on their websites. Don't reply to the message that you've just got. And you know what? Check out your bank account and make sure that everything's okay, even though they say something's wrong, just to make sure. And ignore, I do that. Ignore all emails from all companies. Basically, that's the way that it works. And if something's wrong from an email saying, well, your account is this or that, or it's compromised, or there's a problem, go into your account. Don't click any links. And that's the best way to stay safe. So this was the Tech News Update for June 22nd, 2016. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. And hopefully, you will continue watching us. Thank you for following us on this channel.